Watching this video and you've applied for your visa, best believe, or you're yet to apply, best believe over here it's the grace of God and you're definitely going to get it. Amen. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Gifted Precious, and if you're new here, welcome. Thank you for joining the family, and if you've not subscribed, please click the subscribe button in the description box below so you can join the family. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. I really appreciate you all, guys. Today I've had quite a few people ask me the process of which I came into the UK with, and today I'm going to be sharing like the process. Yeah, it's quite a lot, so I actually wrote it down. So if you know me, you know that I was never a fan of moving abroad, like never. But then even before now, my partner is in the UK, but I was never a fan of. The plan was, okay, when we get married, by the grace of God, I will move down to the UK. And then I don't know, I was just talking to my friend, and it was like, Percy, I know you'll be watching this, girlie. And I was like, Percy, don't you think you should start looking out for scholarship? I'm like, I beg, like, it's not meant for me. I just didn't want to go through the stress. I just didn't want to go through the stress of applying and writing personal statements and all of that. And I just like shrugged it off. And then I remember going to work one day, and I was like, I had it up to here. Like I was tired. I was actually I was really tired. And then I came back that day. I cried, like I was really down. And then I sent him a message and like, please, like I think like the message was, I think if I can get a screenshot of the message, I'm going to put it on the screen. I was like, I think I'm ready to leave the country. And I started laughing, and he was like, he was going to call me back. So he called me back later that evening. I was like, he got my message. I'm like, yes, I think I'm ready to leave the country. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. Like, how do I want to, like, what is my plan? What course do I want to study? So that's the first thing. What course do you want to study? For my undergrad, I studied polymer and textile engineering. So currently I'm doing my master's in engineering business management. Yeah. So I wanted a course that would infuse that would just link business and engineering. Being an engineering undergrad, like I already had the experience in engineering. I just wanted something about business and management. I would have gone for project management, but no, I didn't want to, because currently in my course I am doing a bit of project management as well. So I started, then he said, okay, look for schools that, and he asked, what's your country of choice? And I'm like, I'm really open to every country, but being that my partner is in the UK, I was like, it's just fair that I come to the UK. And he's like, oh, UK don't really give a lot of scholarships, like fully funded, except you're going through Chevening, MasterCard and the likes. And I'm like, okay, I could explore other options. So he says I should search for the course I want to study, and then look for scholarships on that course. So I got to work. I mean, guys, one thing that I would want you all watching this video to know that is Google is your friend. Every information you need is online. Every information you need, someone has searched for it. Someone has searched for it and gotten a result and has left that result on the internet for you to see. So I needed to be able to explore your ability to search. Like I needed to explore your ability to use the internet. Everything you need, every information you need is on the internet. Let's move on from that. So the first thing first, in your moving to the UK or moving to any country of your choice, is getting your passport. I mean, how do you want to get your visa if you don't have a passport? So get your visa ready. Like most of your applications, you'll be needing your passport number and all of those things. So get your passport ready. That is the first step. Second step is searching for the school, or rather knowing the course you want to study. And if you already have the course you want to study anyway, if you want to get a Chevening or the MasterCard scholarship and the likes of it, you will still have to get a conditional or unconditional offer. So now the first step is just getting admission into a school. So you need the documents you need are, sorry, I wrote it down, so I'll be looking down at intervals. You need your transcript from your from your university where you did your undergrad. That is if you're going for your master's. But if you're going for an undergrad in the UK, I don't really know a lot about it, but I know definitely you will need a certificate from your secondary school and your WAEC or A levels. I'm not sure, but I went through a student visa for master's, so that is why I am saying the processes I used, like the steps. So you need a transcript, you need your certificate, you need recommendation letters from your school. So while you're in school, try to build relationships with your lecturers. I'm not saying you should always be in their faces, but try to make them know your name at least, or just just build a relationship, because I know I had quite a lot of relationships, like good relationship with my lecturers in school. So it wasn't really hard for me to get recommendation letters. It was just I sent them a message, like a good message. I remember even writing all professional to my professors, and I was like, Shana, because of recommendation letter, you write this big grammar. Like it was that easy for me. So you need, like, some schools would ask for 3, some would ask for 2. So yeah, just get your recommendation letter ready. I know some lecturers wouldn't want to send you the recommendation letter, they rather send to the school directly. So whatever works, but some schools would warrant that you upload the recommendation letter. So explain to, like, the lecturer, just follow the process on the school website. That's one thing. And also check if the school requires a proficiency of English test. Okay, I applied to University of Birmingham, right, and University of Exeter. I got admission into both. I think I got an unconditional offer. Sorry, a conditional offer in university. In fact, okay, I got both conditional offers. And I think for Birmingham, they wanted a proof of English. So that was where I stopped. Like, I was not ready to go and write IELTS. I wasn't ready, in all honesty. Though we were taught in English in Nigeria, but I still don't understand why we have to test our proficiency in English. It's quite annoying, honestly. And I think it's high time we said something about it, because I don't understand why we have to prove that we speak and can write in English. It still doesn't make sense to me. But that aside, either you write an exam like IELTS, but I wrote Duolingo. Okay, I'll come to that point later. So while I got the conditional offer or unconditional offer, you have to get one of those from the school. So now getting a conditional offer is that you've met some requirements, but you've not met all the requirements. So either you have to show a proof of proficiency, or you're supposed to send in 2 recommendation letters and you sent one, or you have to pay a tuition fee deposit. Yeah. So depending on the school will tell you, oh, once they tell you you've been admitted, they'll tell you the next step to follow. So you have to pay probably £1,000, 1,500, depending on what the school wants you to pay. Now, an unconditional offer means that you've met all of the requirements, and then there's like, this is the first step. You already have the admission in the school. You've met all the requirements for your admission. I got a conditional offer at first, but then they said, oh, you have to prove that you were taught in English. Now, you can upload. When I went to the website, I saw that you could upload your WAEC result if it's not more than 5 years. So I didn't read it at that point when I uploaded. Oops, sorry. So I didn't read it at that point when I uploaded. I didn't read that part at that point when I uploaded my WAEC result. So I got a mail from the school that, oh, your WAEC result is more than 5 years, so it can't fly. And so I called them, like, guys, one thing is always communicate. Whatever question you need, these people are always ready to ask. That is why I say once again, try to learn how to use search engines. Try to learn how to use the internet. That is the first step. Because like I said before, everything you need, ask questions. Everything. Yes, I really do not like when people come and ask me, like, oh, I tell you this is what I did, and then you tell me I should do it for you. Honestly, it gets me pissed, because these things I did it myself. I know that there are people that do not I know that there are people that really honestly do not know, but then I need you to make an effort. I need you to at least try. Do not tell me to search for a school for you. I mean, I'm not going to the school for you. I don't know what you want to study, but that's out of the way. Then so I called them, and she says, oh, you have to provide a proof of proficiency. Either you write IELTS or something. And I'm like, IELTS is going to take a while, and this is supposed to resume in January. I think this was around October or November. I'm not sure, because I wasn't really serious about all of this, honestly. The fact that I'm here is a miracle. The fact that I'm here is, it still feels surreal to me, because I still do not believe I'm here, in all honesty. So she says, oh, you should check out Duolingo. I'm going to leave the name on the screen. Actually, when she said it, because I know I have this Duolingo app where I learn French. Oh God bless. I'm not even consistent. So she says it's way cheaper than IELTS. Yes, and it is. And you get your result in like 48 hours. And you take the exam at the comfort of your home, instead of going to a center and then paying a lot of money for that. So I checked it out, and I think Duolingo was about £20. Yes, £20. I just watch YouTube videos, honestly. I just watch YouTube videos for like 2 days, and I sat for the exam. I registered on a Wednesday. I read for that Wednesday, Thursday. I wrote the exam on a Friday morning. I was really nervous because, I don't know, but I was nervous. And then on Sunday, my results came in and I passed. I aced it. And I just sent them the result on Monday, and they confirmed receiving it. And then I was sent an unconditional offer of admission. And that was the first step of getting it. So because I wanted a scholarship, I knew that the school fees is plenty. I cannot do what is involved. So there was a scholarship. There is a scholarship that came with my admission. Not really with my admission, because I had to apply for the scholarship. Like after I had gotten the admission, I had to apply for the scholarship, and it's a global excellence scholarship. So I applied and I got a tuition-based scholarship. So after you get your admission, the next step is getting a CAS. A CAS is like a letter, because there's a code, like a CAS reference code, that you would take to, like you will use in the application of your visa, like a student visa. So for me, I did not get a CAS interview, but some people get a CAS interview, like that's what they call a pre-CAS. So you would be interviewed to make sure that you're not just coming to the UK to, you know, you just want to use their CAS letter to come into the UK. They want to know that you will actually study. So some people do the pre-CAS, but I did not do it, because I don't think so they sent me a CAS letter, and that was when I had to start applying for a visa. Like guys, applying for a visa is quite a lot, because before you apply for a visa, you have to do a tuberculosis test. And guys, this one, like, to think that, like, it's all just coming together for me, because when I went for my visa application, I had not gotten, because if I had not gotten the scholarship, I would not be here. God knows, because my mama will get money, my papa no be Dangote, so I would not have been here. To be very honest, very honest, like I just even lost the hope of coming here. Well, when I saw the fees and everything, but when I just took the leap of faith, so whilst I was still waiting for the response on my scholarship application, I just said, oh, why not? The tuberculosis test would last for 6 months. What's the worst that would happen? I just thought to do it, because I know it takes quite a while to get a date for a TB test. You have to register on the IOM website, and IOM is the International Organization of Migration, IOM, and they have just 2 centers, one in Abuja and one in Lagos. So you know how difficult it is that everybody in Nigeria is either going to Abuja or Lagos. Like, it's crazy. I had my appointment, because I thank you very much, the CP community. If you're not following this, I know that I really recommended the CP community to a lot of people. I'm going to be leaving the name on the screen. If you don't know, follow Chidera Peters here on YouTube and on Instagram, and the CP community. I mean, this community has helped a whole lot of people, students moving to the to UK precisely, and even the abroad. That platform, that community has helped me and is still helping me. So guys, you need to check them out on Instagram, and they have a Telegram page. That community really helped me. Like, I am an active member, and then all of my processes, someone has gone through it, and then they just come back and give feedback. So I think the tuberculosis test cost 57,800. So you have to go on the IOM website and then pick out a date. Now that is the actual get to. For me, I didn't really have to like, I'm not sure I went to the website because I know that a lot of people said it's really difficult to get a date, and then the next available dates were like in December and January. I didn't want that because I needed to do the visa application early enough. So I just sent them a mail. I'm going to leave like a copy of the mail or something on the screen if I can get it. So I sent them a mail, and I think I got a response in like 24 hours or 48 hours or less, and then they gave me a date via the email. I think that's quite fast, other than like, that's why I say it's still very surreal to me that I am here. Like, I still do not like, anyway, I know that it's just God and it's just the grace of God. So I had my application on my my appointment was on a Thursday, 4 p.m. So I came for the appointment on that Thursday. Imagine, I left from 4 p.m. In fact, we were not allowed to go in like till around about 5 p.m. and I left IOM Center at almost 10:30. That was when I left IOM Center in Ikeja. Like, guys, it's just basically testing for TB, basically, and your result is supposed to come out the same day, but for me it did not. So I had to go back the next day to pick up my results. And guys, it's honestly, it's not something I want to experience again, because I don't know why in a country as Nigeria we have just 2 centers. Let's move on from that. That's not why we're here. Then after you've gotten your TB test, obviously you need your passport. The next thing is to make sure you have your proof of fund. Now, proof of fund is the to prove that you have the actual funds to live in the UK and complete your tuition fees. Now, the proof of fund is it varies depending how many years you have to stay in the UK. I am studying for 2 years, masters, 1 year actual, then 1 year internship. So master's courses are 1 year, for 1 year. So you calculate. Now, this is an example. This is not what I paid, but I'm just giving an example. So if you have maybe your tuition fee is £9,000 and your initial deposit was 2,000, obviously you have £7,000 left to pay. Now you keep that aside. For your living expense, the UK government is not assuming that you can or you're going to work to fend for yourself. No, they want you to show that whilst I'm in the UK for the first 9 months, I can feed myself, or I have the money to take care of myself. Now, for people living outside of London, like where I'm staying, you're supposed to have like £1,020 or thereabout. I'm not sure, but I'll leave the actual amount on the screen. So you have to have this amount, multiply it by 9. So let's say, for example, £1,000 multiplied by 9, it's like 9,000. So 9,000 plus 7,000, which is £16,000, is what you have to have in your account to show that I can fend for myself whilst I'm in the UK. And you're supposed to have this in your account for a total of 28 working days, right? Yeah, 28 working days. So once you're not supposed to take out anything. Like, say you have £16,000 in your account, you're not supposed to take out anything within the 28 days. So your end balance, right, should be that £16,000, or maybe a little over, should be that £16,000 up until the 28th day. So on the 28th day, or say 30 days, so that to be on the safe side, you're printing out your bank statement. Now this is where, as an up until this point, whilst you're doing this, you apply for your visa and then you pay IHS fee. Then again, you have all these things on the internet, like on the UK website. So you have to calculate how much you're supposed to pay. So I am studying for 2 years. Definitely it will differ from someone studying for 1 year. The IHS means something insurance, health, surcharge, something like that, but I will leave the name on the screen if I should get the actual name, something like that. So you just pay for that and then pay for your visa fee. So getting a visa is I think for a standard visa, I did a standard visa and it takes like 3 weeks. is $220. I'm not sure. There's a standard visa, there's a priority visa, and there's a super priority visa. I honestly wanted to do a priority visa because I was running out of time. As well, I got my scholarship and everything, and got the remaining part of my tuition ready, like the proof of fund. Like, I honestly needed. I was rushing, but it's just funny because how I came here, to be very honest, I still do not believe it, but to God be the glory. So you have to have paid for your IHS fee and pay for your visa fee. I think the priority, you have to pay an extra amount, and then the super priority comes out in like 24 hours. So more like you're submitting your documents and getting your visa like in 24 hours. The priority comes out in like 1 week, but standard will take like 3 weeks. So at the time where I did my visa, they had stopped priority and super priority, so I had to wait 3 weeks. Guys, that waiting period, hey Jesus, hey, let's just leave it. So I waited for 3 weeks to get my visa. So once you've reached all the stage, like once you've done all of these things, the now the TLS center is where you apply for your visa. That's where you go in for your visa application. Now again, we have just 3 centers in Nigeria: the TLS Abuja, we have 2 in Lagos, Victoria Island, and Ikeja. I did mine at Ikeja, but I heard that if you want to do at the Victoria Island branch, you pay an extra fee. That I do not know why, but people say because, I don't know, the process is faster or seamless. I don't know why, but I did mine at the TLS Ikeja, and I had my appointment. And then I went in for my appointment. In fact, I went in on the day that wasn't my appointment day, guys. Like, that's why I say all of these things are just, it's just the grace of God. I'm going to do a separate video on that. Like, honestly, I'm just going to do a separate video on that, but it's just the grace of God. And I had to go in. So you're going with your documents, and to think that when I even went, because I was rushing, I didn't go with my certificates. And when I finished, I was like, God, if I get this visa, then it is really your will, because I didn't even tell anybody. I didn't tell my mom. I forgot my certificate, because there's this guy I met at the TLS, and he was like, I came with my certificates, I came with all of my documents, and I'm like, yo, what are you doing here? Like, but I just went with mainly the documents you use in applying to the school, and then your proof of fund and your proof of proficiency of English if you submitted it to the school, your admission letter, your passport again, because that is where your visa will be quested on. What else? So now when you want to, whilst you're applying for your visa, you either pick for a self-service or an assisted service. I did not pick a self-service because self-service options were already done, and if I wanted a self-service option, I would have to wait till like January. So the only option I had was to pick an assisted service. Assisted service requires that you pay, I think, 11,900. Okay, sorry, 11,700. And the only thing is that you take your documents to the TLS office, and then when you go in, you give your documents to them, and they scan it for you and upload. But a self-service is that you upload it yourself. Now, note that all of these things up until this process, I did it myself. I applied for my visa myself. I applied for my all of the application, all of the steps. I applied to the school, everything. I scanned my documents, wrote now again, I forgot. This was supposed to come in where you are to apply for the school, a letter of recommendation. Guys, you are going to, a statement of purpose. Like, guys, just be ready to, okay, well, if you're not ready to write, there are lots of people that write for people, but I wrote. Guys, I wrote, and thankful for friends that I have around me. I would always write and send to some of them and say, okay, please read and tell me what you think. So that was what I was doing. I would tell them, read, okay, and tell me what you think. And thankfully, they were always helping me out. So guys, you're going to write statement of purpose, like explaining why you want to study this course and why you've chosen this school. So for every school, there is a different approach. So one thing is, I just had a template, and then I took it for whatever application I want to do. Even for the scholarship, I wrote why I wanted the scholarship. Like, I wrote why it is important to me. So you see why you have to enhance. In fact, right now I'm still writing. So I would not even advise you to pay somebody. Though even if you want to pay somebody, you can pay just to probably see how it feels or what it looks like. But then there are 1,001 people that have written it. So just go on Google, on the internet, and search statement purpose for this course or statement purpose for this school, and then you'll see a tone of it. Just download it and just write according to how you feel. I mean, just be real. That aside, I mean, that should have come before now. So note that I did all of these things myself, but then there are agents. If you do not want to go through the stress of the hassle, there are agents that would do all of these things for you. I know that some of these agents are free. You do not have to. If I can do it myself, why can't you? I mean, you know me, you know I don't like stress, but I took my time and I did all of these things just for precision's sake, so that they are not uploading your documents incorrectly. Because I mean, people at the TLS, they do not have time to come and start. Though some people are lucky enough and then they call them to say, oh, you don't have these documents and all of that. But I mean, just to be on the safe side, so that you're not hindering your you understand what I mean, sure? Yeah. So I did it myself, and I took my documents to the TLS center at Ikeja, and then the wait began. But guys, not to worry, if you're watching this video and you've applied for your visa, best believe, or you're yet to apply, best believe over here it's the grace of God and you're definitely going to get it. Amen. So guys, so I applied for my visa, and then I waited for 3 weeks, and then I was called to come pick up my visa. Note that during your application, I think on my cast letter, you're supposed to while you're applying for your visa, like your visa is just entry into the UK. So you're supposed to have, like, when you come into the UK, they will give you a card that you're supposed to, while you're applying, you're supposed to write where you want it sent to, like a post office close to where you're staying. But my school advised that we use the school as our address, being that I do not have where I'm staying at the moment, okay, as at when I was in Nigeria. So I used the school for my address and the postcode. So it was really easy. I didn't have to go to the post office. I just went to my school when I resumed and collected my BRP. So the BRP is the biometric residence permit. So more like it's the permit that says, oh, you are now in the UK, and more like I'm like, for the time being, I'm now a resident. Like, for the time being of my visa, like the date, the start date and the end date, that shows that I have the right to work and all of that. So basically, pretty much that is all I have to do. Right. Yeah. So guys, just let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you like my video? Do you want more of this? Just leave a comment in the comment section. Any of your questions, please shoot me an email or write it in the description box, and I'll be able to respond to all of them, okay? Or just connect to me on my social media platforms. I am the same name across my social media platforms: _gifted precious on Instagram, on Snapchat, on Twitter, and I would connect with you all, okay? And I will see you in my next video. But chill, if you've not subscribed, please click the subscribe button in the description box below, and thank you. Share with your friends, share with your colleagues, share with your family, send it to those group chats you're in. I really appreciate so much. And guys, please get me to 1K. Like, that's the goal. Get me to 1K. And what do you think? I mean, I looked all glam now. Like, okay, I didn't make up, but come on, what do you think? Okay, so I have to watch out for class. I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye.